What up, man? You already know what up.
So upset because his bracket probably ain't going the way he wanted.
Oh no, my bracket straight. That's BYU the only person that lost. Everybody else, I'm riding with whooping ass right now. Illinois is in that Moorhead game is a back and forth game at half right now. You never know how that one might go. And I didn't take BYU. I didn't take BYU to go far no way. So if Illinois win, I took Illinois to go in the bracket. And I took Illinois to beat BYU. You see what I'm saying? So if Illinois go ahead
Maybe
and
why.
if they go ahead and win, it ain't gonna even matter no more. If they beat what you call that team that BYU played though, Duganes. I think that's how they call it. Duganes. That's a good ass team though right now though.
For real.
Yeah, they're a good ass little team. They just I think that's like they ninth or 10th game straight. They just won for real, for real.
What game you watching right now?
The Illinois and Moorhead, all the rest of them really some blowouts, bro.
Watching South Carolina and Oregon. I was gonna watch that Illinois game.
Yeah, I want to say I took. That's what I was looking at because I want to say I took Oregon over South Carolina. I did. I took Oregon over South Carolina. Yep.
120.
Yep. I took Oregon over South Carolina. Definitely did.
What made you say Oregon?
Huh?
Say Oregon.
You said what's up with Oregon?
What made you say Oregon?
I like Oregon. I like the pack. I like the pack. 10, pack 12, whatever it is in basketball. I like that little division in basketball in college basketball. They're pretty good. Oregon always a good little team. They're a team that always slide in like the Elite Eight type shit. You know what I mean?
Better than the ACC?
In basketball, slick, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, in basketball, yeah. For real. And basketball with SEC, like
Nah,
Kentucky, really the only thing that went get the rings.
no,
Like
Memphis, Duke, North Carolina. Talking about ACC.
that's AC. Oh, over the ACC.
Yeah,
I
ACC.
thought you said SEC.
Yeah,
Oh my.
that's why I started naming them.
No, I don't like them over ACC. Nah, hell no. Hell no.
That's why I said that. That's why I killed them.
Nah, but Pac-10, that's still like they still pretty dominant for real with that conference. Like you can say about ACC, but for real, Duke and North Carolina really the only motherfuckers always goddamn dominate that fucking goddamn conference. Virginia Tech pop up out of nowhere every now and then. Not
Yeah.
Virginia Tech, but Virginia pop up every now and then. Florida State pop up every now and then.
But
Clemson.
still
Every,
have a ball every time, like once in a while.
who?
Georgia Tech.
Everyone. Yeah, that's just once every blue moon. You know what I mean? Like, but you got like the Pac-10, like with like USC, UCLA, Oregon.
So, yeah, I forgot about UCLA.
Yeah, they pretty deep with they basketball. Big 12 basketball pretty good too though. Like you gotta think about teams like Texas and Kansas,
Yeah, yeah.
Oklahoma, Nebraska. You know what I mean? Nebraska, they be pretty good basketball teams and shit like that. Ohio State, they okay. They in the Big Ten though. They okay with
That,
basketball.
that's why I was just about to say what happened to Ohio State.
They okay, man. They contend, man. They ain't this year they okay though. They ain't that bad this year. They that's probably the best they probably been in a couple of years. They ain't really never just really
Think
been
Bronny
bad like that.
State?
You said what?
Think Bronny should have went to Ohio State?
I mean, Ohio State, USC. He ain't really.
Too
When
weak.
it comes to college basketball, he ain't winning or losing. When it comes to picking either one of them right about now, for real, he ain't really winning or losing. USC was probably a better school than Ohio State, though. Maybe.
Overall. Talking about overall.
Yeah, maybe overall, maybe. But you see where Ohio State at, and you see where USC at. So
Okay, so,
yeah.
This spring is the perfect time to get away with a great deal on your favorite Hyundai model. All backed by America's best warranty, plus 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary
Yeah.
maintenance.
He said he ain't put no man bracket in, huh?
bro, this is my first game watching.
What game you watch?
Lisa 2024 Palisade for
Oh, shit, bro.
3.99%
Huh?
APR for 60.
My first game watching all year.
Well, college basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, men's college basketball this year was okay. Just depending on what team you watch. It really ain't exciting as the women's college basketball.
I was when Mikey got in his shit, I just didn't really tell him. That's all I wanted to watch.
Yeah, I can feel that.
The U.S. Army. We
I ain't gonna lie though. March Madness always good though.
Nah, I do, because that's when the upset.
Yeah, facts. Really don't know what these young niggas gonna do now. Morehead State is fighting right now against Illinois, and they predicted Illinois to go deep in the bracket. And Morehead State right now is fighting against them. The numbers damn near even. Illinois Illinois just took the lead right before half, for real, for real. They've been going back and forth.
Got tonight with Kansas. I ain't gonna play tonight.
I took Kansas on my bracket. Yeah. Only game, for real, I feel like after this game, that Nevada game, I probably feel like it's gonna be a good game. The Oregon and South Carolina game is a good game. I need to turn to that, matter of fact. But I really want to watch this one for some reason. But I need to turn to that. The Texas and the Colorado State game, that should be a pretty good game. Kentucky should beat the hell out of Oakland. Gonzaga should beat Manise.
South Carolina is at basketball.
You said what happened?
South Carolina become good at basketball. Like Alabama became good last year too. Like when did this start
Yeah,
happening?
I got them. See, I ain't gonna lie. In my bracket, I got Alabama in my Final Four.
For real?
Yeah, I got Alabama in my Final Four this year. I like them. I don't care what nobody say. They lose, they lose. Shit.
Oh, they was good with Brandon Miller last year.
Oh, you want me to tell you another thing? So, women's bracket, right? So I know you did the women's bracket. In the women's bracket, if everything lined up right, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark play each other before Final Four.
Yeah, I know.
You took LSU?
I was telling you that bracket so damn hard.
Yeah. You took LSU?
I got LSU.
I took Caitlin Clark.
What is up with you and goddamn taking the goddamn all these white people?
I gotta be me taking white people, bro. Why I gotta take LSU because of Angel Reese. I feel like Angel Reese don't know how to control her fucking anger at times. I don't want to bet my money on her at times. Real shit. So what they got to do with it? I feel like Caitlin Clark is a way better baller than goddamn Caitlin than Angel Reese. I feel like Angel Reese is on a better team.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
But
real talk. So I mean, ain't nothing to do with that by race or no shit like that. Real talk. Last year, I took Angel Reese over Caitlin Clark. Shit, all day. You couldn't even debate that shit with me.
I believe this team is better.
Talking about the LSU team?
Yeah. Than
No,
last
no. I feel like last year's team is way better than this year's team.
because of the
The
depth.
only key pieces was the loss was guard play.
Because of
Like
the
we be trying to fly J name up and shit like that, but she good. But how many other times do we not mention the other guards that actually go crazy on their team?
I like Haley though. I like Haley.
Haley go wild. That's what I'm saying. Like I take her over Flage.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, I take her over Flage. I ain't gonna lie to you. She got better playmate skills, and she drives. She can shoot. You know what I mean? Like
Not wrong. But it's a toss up with me, but you're not wrong. Like I'll take either one though.
you know what I'm saying. But LSU got a good team though. But I feel like Clay. I ain't gonna flex. I really want to say I took. No, I know I did. I ain't take Caitlin Clark to beat South Carolina. I took South Carolina to win it all. But I put Caitlin Clark versus Don Staley though. But I feel like Iowa gonna try to make Caitlin Clark gonna try to make her last run real quick. Her last run a hard run.
If LSU don't get it, I got I want to see USC.
You took LSU to win it all.
Nah, I want to see South Carolina LSU again.
I took South Carolina to win it all.
Cause like
I, for some reason, I feel like Iowa gonna probably beat LSU this year for some reason.
what was your bracket like?
That's what my bracket was straight up for LSU and for Iowa to beat LSU and South Carolina to play Iowa at the end.
I can't see it, bro. I don't think Kayla, and I'm gonna be real with you. I just don't think she got enough on her team to beat them.
You don't think Iowa got enough on their team to beat LSU? Iowa versus South Carolina, facts.
I'm gonna be. I just think our like if you look how like okay if you look at like how our if they win each team it depends on who they play. If they win, they just have the hardest route.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Iowa play they play good team basketball for real for real. They got chemistry. And I'm gonna tell you another thing was dangerous about them. They do nobody on the team minds setting up the play or putting in position for Caitlin Clark to get the best look. Nobody on the team when she's on the floor is denying that or trying to prevent that or nothing. That's all day. We know that's playing A, B, and C.
I
I'm
don't
definitely playing D. You see what I'm saying?
hey, I don't know things not because I didn't expect them to
They
win.
really not. They're not the same level that it was last year.
I expected them to win the title last year. When they came in last year, that wasn't the team I was expecting to win. You feel me? Like they turned it up another night. That's why I be like, it's hard to compare when I'm looking at the regular season because teams turn it up a notch in the postseason. You feel me? So it's like, what's gonna be like? I have to see how they're playing in the postseason. But y'all, I mean, I get what y'all saying. It's gonna be a tight battle. Like I can't sit up there and be like, y'all wrong because this like it ain't like college basketball, like men's college basketball. Like anybody could lose. Like Nate said, I mean not Nate, but like you said, it's a lot of other good teams in the women's bracket. Like I was looking at the bracket, and like the lower team got like 4 losses, so I don't know what the hell about to happen.
Yeah, but you gotta see. I'm gonna tell you something about with college basketball and the records. So sometimes you can't really pay attention to the record. You can look at it and see that they're a good team. Majority all teams that's going to enter the tournament are good teams anyway. Most are some of them could be they maybe they first year, maybe even joining the tournament, but it's still they're a good team though. It don't matter if let me tell you something. A 30-2 team that can be a 16 seed can go against the number one team that's probably like 29-3 or something like that.
I don't think they got that girl on her team right now. I think they keep playing hurt. That
Yeah, see, UConn woman team. I think I took them to go deep in my bracket too, if I ain't mistaken.
don't
I'm
forget.
trying to think who I think they ran into when I said nah, they ain't gonna beat them.
I like Tennessee too, man. Like with that,
Tennessee, I got them going somewhere in the bracket and they lost. I'm finna tell you where I got them losing to.
versus South Carolina when they came back. So if they keep that mindset, just knowing that they should have won that South Carolina game, it could be a different. But I think they beat South Carolina last year in the or something.
Yeah, but this ain't the same team though. South Carolina and Tennessee has always been the rival game of the SEC for women's college sports and basketball. So
Yeah,
for
but they ran over to South Carolina and LSU, bro. I'm telling you, bro, that shit gonna bring hella ratings. I mean, I feel like all games are breaking hella ratings, but that rematch of that bad blood, bro.
oh, I got Tennessee losing to Texas.
I respect that. I can see that. Yeah,
Yeah, I got my final four. My final four is South Carolina, Iowa, Texas, and USC.
so yeah, like it could be either one. Like that Iowa and LSU game really gonna be key because that's really gonna be what shit.
Yeah.
You gotta hope pray for no injuries and stuff like that, and we gotta see how these first games gonna go because they ain't South Carolina and LSU without their bench in the first half.
I'm not gonna lie to you with the women's bracket for real. The those the number one seeds, I just don't see them getting upset for real like that. I can't I can't get around that. When I'm looking at the bracket and seeing who playing who and all that, I can't get round like unless only one that could probably happen to is Iowa probably losing to LSU. That's it. I can't really I can't really see nowhere in the bracket where
I don't
where
know.
South Carolina gonna probably lose to like North Carolina or Indiana.
Y'all forgetting
Oh,
y'all.
I'm not gonna lie. I take that back. South Carolina have a they have a good game against Notre Dame, but I still don't see them losing to Notre Dame.
Dang, but that's a good game. But they
Yeah,
they
if they get there, if Notre Dame get there, I got Notre Dame to make it to that eighth stop. Yeah, they get there. I'm not gonna lie. Texas, only team I see that could probably really beat Texas is I think Utah. That's probably about the only team I probably see in their way for real. Or Tennessee. Tennessee could beat Texas. I'm not gonna cap you down. I remember I told you I said Texas out of those number one seeds.
yeah,
Texas is the only one I feel like could probably be upset.
ours. Like we not talking about Kansas. They got Kansas and Colorado that they also can play, bro. Colorado, they not no slouch team.
They got Colorado, but Colorado ain't beating Iowa. They ain't beating Clayton Carter. They ain't beating Clayton Carter. They got Kansas State too though to play though. Kansas State a good little team.
Kansas
They
State,
got, they got that now. Iowa do has the hardest little. They have the hardest road to go. I'm not gonna lie, but I ain't going against Clayton Clark this year. I ain't going against this year. I feel like she might go out with a bang.
what bracket is UConn in?
You said what bracket is she under?
In UConn, what bracket?
UConn is in the they in the bracket with USC. So UConn, I feel like could probably lose to Ohio State.
That could be a tricky game too. Like I ain't gonna never count out UConn coach.
Nah, you can't.
Feel me?
I feel, what you say? That's how I feel. Yeah, Caitlyn gonna be a tough. I'm telling you, man. She ain't going out like no bitch.
I'm talking about Caitlyn, and I like Fly J on Caitlyn a little bit. So I know y'all talk about Fly J, but
Flaje will get 40 put on her ass this year, fucking with Caitlyn Clark.
see y'all not bringing up Morrow in this situation, bro. I like Morrow versus Iowa, bro, this year, and she didn't play them last year. She wasn't on the team. We not like Morrow's a dog, bro, versus them.
We're gonna see this year. I ain't saying what you saying wrong. We're gonna see this year.
Feel me? So like, I gotta
What if
see.
what if LSU was to get upset before they even made it to Iowa?
You think they would? I don't see that happening, bro.
Really see it happening, but LSU do have to play. They do have to play UCLA. If UCLA is there,
That's
UCLA is
still
somewhere there.
a fight. Like the first these games they have given them a good fight. Like things have happened, but they have given them a good. It's not been no blowout.
Nah. LSU ain't getting caught by nobody except for South Carolina.
But even with y'all saying that they don't have the same team, I think what y'all mean like they don't have the same depth on their team because to me that front like even with that starting five, I feel like that starting five can contest with anybody. Now the bench, the depth is a little different because you all you got is the freshman coming off and they're like really I think they're doing minutes restriction on her or something like that. So if they let her fly, like we can't forget about that.
I just feel like what you saying is right. You ain't saying nothing wrong. I agree with all of that. I just feel like Iowa they got while LSU didn't really get better this year. I feel like Iowa kind of did.
Concussion protocol.
Oh,
I think one of their starters got hurt. I know the light skinned girl got hurt. I forgot her name. Remember, she got hurt one game. The game before South Carolina, she caught a concussion. One of they
oh
started.
yeah. I
I don't.
forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that. She's still not playing.
I don't know. She didn't play in the South Carolina game, and they
She
haven't.
might. It wasn't nothing but concussion though. She might be clear by now.
What I'm saying is she's clear. We didn't see her in the South Carolina game. That was
LSU got to see LSU has a tough route too because LSU got to see Louisville. They have to see depending on like Louisville, UNLV, uh like I said, UCLA.
they said they would make at least the Elite Eight. I think they would too. At least the Elite Eight.
Man, I don't really see nothing to really stop that, bro. Only thing, like out of each bracket, only teams with their region right there, it's up for grabs between LSU and Iowa. That we can all agree on that. You feel like LSU gonna win? I feel like Iowa gonna win that one. That one's up there for grabs for either one of those two. As far as the South Carolina region, Notre Dame, I feel like is the only thing gonna probably be in their way unless they this first game they play and they ain't got all their players is a key factor or something.
You know,
Uh,
Carolina.
Dame, now
They
Notre Dame got to go play Ole Miss.
You're not gonna play Ole Miss either. That's a good one. Or
Yeah,
Jackson
Dame
State.
got to play Ole Miss.
State now.
You said what?
Jared brought up Jackson State. I think Jared had Jackson State actually beating UConn in the first round, if I'm not mistaken.
I ain't going for that one. I mean, it can happen though. I ain't gonna say it can't.
I heard they got a pretty good squad up there. I like that coach up there though. She real good though. But I can see it happen though. What on Jackson State record?
Um, let me see. Let me check that shit real quick.
I don't see it happening. I'm gonna say it's gonna happen. I got Jackson State versus upsetting UConn in the first goddamn round. Let's go HBCU. Damn, Nate. I don't even want to post this bullshit.
Nah, hell no, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all ride with that one. I
Take
can't
that
on that bandwagon.
Thursday.
I can't look, man. You just made me fuck my bracket up.
Then I call it the first upset of the women's bracket. Cause who else they got on UConn that y'all so hyped about, other than that other girl?
You said, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not exactly just hyped on UConn team like that though. I just know UConn come with great coaching, and them little girls know how to play.
Respect that, but I do like that. I'd be happy to see them upset. I like the coach. I forgot that lady name, but I do like the, I even the one that Ole Miss you just talking about. I like her too.
Yeah, she's straight too.
Yeah.
Oh, Miss a straight little team too though. I ain't gonna lie. Went to they went a couple years back and lost to Notre Dame when they had Tierra McClown.
Okay, okay. What did you find out what North Carolina was at, or do you want me to look it up? Or is North Carolina even in there? Cause we ain't nobody said nothing about them.
To my North Carolina females.
Yeah,
No, I don't think they in there.
they not in the play. They
No,
not in
I'm
the.
sorry. Yes, they is. Yes, they is. They in the region with South Carolina.
Now that you gotta watch out for North Carolina now.
Man, North Carolina don't want to see Don Staley them, bro.
So I mean, just getting to them. I ain't talking about beating them. I'm talking about getting to them. When they play them,
Uh, I think if they both win their first games, I think they line up next. If I'm mistaken.
so Illinois only winning by two. Texas play at 6:50. Oh, Kentucky play today too.
Yep, Kentucky play tonight. That's what I'm saying. Kentucky should whoop ass.
Gonzaga good.
Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Gonzaga always got a good men's basketball program.
Oh, and Tennessee plays. I like Tennessee men's basketball though. Slick.
They're okay.
You don't like them?
Yeah, all right.
Oregon beating South Carolina. Damn. Okay. You did pick Oregon.
Yeah, I like Oregon. Matter of fact, I need to tell you that game because Illinois is like they about to pull off.
Nah, they about to go to halftime now, bro.
You said what up?
About to go to halftime now.
I was on the halftime.
Kentucky irritates you. Why, Nate? They had the potential to go on the run, but they'll come out flat against a leader. Yeah, they do this shit all the time.
On Nevada and Dayton. That's the good game though. Nevada and Dayton gonna be the good game. I took Nevada.
South Carolina made it a 5 point game at the end. This shit might be good at the end.
They got this on everything. Oh, that percent.
Damn,
You said what up?
made a half court shot to make it a 5 point game. They had no business losing to Texas A&M and
Oh,
South.
my Kentucky. To my Kentucky.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what. Oh,
yeah. Watch the. I ain't gonna lie. Nevada though, Nevada a team that got goddamn that'll fucking upset you all till they get to like the elite eight. They'll upset your ass. They're slide in there now and then.
I don't know. They're a tricky little team, bro.
Yeah, but they got the most picked champions right now to win are UConn, Houston, and Purdue.
Yeah, I keep hearing about UConn.
Yeah, they pretty much got the same team though from last year because they won last year.
Oh, man, that's why I'm trying to tell them. What there, bro? Right there. Moorhead State. Where the hell is that? Where's Moorhead State at?
All right, man, your guess good mom.
Hey, where's Moorhead State at? I know you know. Purdue Knights. That man. Oh, why I got y'all on here? So let me ask y'all this. Apparently, it's
I
been
would
news.
say Kentucky.
Okay, it's in Kentucky. Apparently, it's been news out that the Falcons are trying to get trying to restructure people contracts so they could get the defensive end from the Eagles. Have y'all heard anything? If y'all have, how do you feel about it?
I just been seeing little rumors, and if they do shit, I mean, hey, I ain't gonna be mad at the pick right about now. Shit,
Feel like players will be upset if they have to restructure their contract.
some motherfuckers I feel like a little overpaid anyway. So
Well, I mean I somebody hold up. I heard that too. I so somebody my mom husband was like they would release Lorenzo Carter and I was like that nigga would love that shit. That'd be the first thing he'll be hit me about Lorenzo Carter being cut.
I ain't gonna lie, I still don't really like Lorenzo Carr. I like Arnold Ebiketie.
The rookie,
Hell yeah, I like him.
yeah, he just didn't play a lot.
Yeah, but every time he was in, he damn near made a play.
Yeah, I like him.
I ain't sold on goddamn Lorenzo Carter.
Somebody
They,
told him
they shouldn't even pay him all the damn money.
to go watch film on Turner. I
Yeah,
like I like the DN. If we draft the DN, I like the DN either from UCLA or Florida State.
but this one I'm saying. So if they get him, do they still draft at the first?
That's what I was saying. Do they draft a DN at 8 if they do get the one from the Eagles?
With the facts, a little bit more work with Arnold Ebiketie, he's gonna be hard, bro. They got to keep him.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think they sold on one of these wide receivers if y'all don't believe me.
I'm not gonna knock them getting a receiver. I don't know about them getting a receiver in the first round.
That
I feel like they go receiver for real. In the third round, I feel like they don't go receiver while we got those two picks.
because I feel like we can still we double up. We still can get a pass rusher in the later rounds. I mean, we got what's the name in the later rounds last year.
Yeah, a double up would be good though to grab him and still get the pass rush. That'd be straight.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but if you got okay, let me ask you this: if you got one of the top wide receivers there in the pass rusher, who are you drafting though? This nigga shit froze up again. God damn it. He'll be back. Nate, who you drafting? What is up with you on these pass rushers? That bro.
Yeah, somebody had called my phone.
Oh. So if there's a top pass rusher there and a wide receiver, right, and we get the dude from the Eagles, who you drafting?
I mean, I feel like Turner versus either way is pretty good to me. The little guy from UCLA ain't bad. Yeah, either one of those three. You that's what I feel like for real because
The Falcons have been at the bottom for the league for the 7
nah, facts. And this for real, that's real talking. This year was our best year in sacks, and we had 42 sacks, and that's still a bad number. We was like 21 or 22 in sacks this year, but it was a double up. It's been like a double up since the last year.
So do you feel like
You do though. No, that's real. You do because Grady Jarrett definitely need help. We
how
seen the we seen the we seen we seen the adjustment. The adjustment was good on the D line. The run stop was damn good this year. The Falcons D line on run was great this year. I ain't gonna lie. And the linebacker play on run was good. We didn't have a running back score on us for like the
what
first 10 weeks of football.
linebacker we got from New Orleans? I like that pickup
Oh yeah,
last year.
yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, man. This year I understand Grady and yeah,
What if
they good on stopping the run.
what come back? What if
Good on stopping the run. I said our run defense, bro. A running back didn't score on us, bro. I really want to say for like the first like 11 weeks of football, didn't no running back score on us. It was only like Joshua Dobbs or Kyler Murray or some shit like that.
well, see, let me ask y'all this, because y'all keep saying it. Let me ask you this. Do you think that a lot of times
Facts.
our defense was on the field a lot because our offense couldn't move the fucking ball? What if we flip that and our offense is moving the ball a little bit better? Maybe our defense wouldn't be as tired as they were, and we can maybe get a little bit a little bit more refreshed and can get a better
Oh,
pass rush.
still, I've been hearing you. We've been talking about that all year. It's only still certain games where the time of possession wasn't really just that bad like that when it came to like defense getting on the field like that for real.
But we had
They
a
was
lot of
just time
though, bro.
10. They was in
A lot of
closer
points.
games. They was just on the field. They was just on the field. It did play a part. I'm not gonna lie, but they was just probably on the field. And certain games where closer games we lost, they was just probably on the field, probably got down
But they hold
just
their own.
at the
We had a
game. They might was just on at the end of the game where they had to actually make the stand up and stop the game for real, for real.
so that's what I'm saying. They was on, even though it seemed like we had a lot of turnovers, and they, to me, with all the turnovers that we did have, they stood their own on a lot of that.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying though. Even with the turnovers, I promise, even with those turnovers,
People
the
run
Falcons
over.
came out. The Falcons defense will come out with a 3 and out.
Hold on. They said we were one of the worst team in the league for the offensive
Oh
time.
yeah, most definitely. Yeah, facts. We got like 4 or 5 games, bro. We had like 20 minutes of possession. And the other team had like fucking 38.
Exactly. So that our defense was on the field
Nah, but
playing.
that ain't the games I'm talking about. Then the games like Jacksonville and
How many though
uh huh?
games were of that situation? How many were there?
We probably had like 3, 4. I'm not gonna lie. We had like 3, 4 games, bro. For real. Them the games that you know we was gonna lose. Jacksonville, Detroit, uh, damn, somebody, Chicago. We had like 3, 4 games like that. The games you know we was gonna lose. Like, oh yeah, they lost. They losing this game. Yeah, not no, because you gotta think about it. We had a lot of close games this year. There's a lot of games we really actually supposed to win this year.
Exactly.
And I'm
This
not gonna lie, no, those games, time of possession are pretty much equal in those games.
many games were there?
It's a lot of games like that. That's the majority of our season. We could have won our games.
About this, and I know this hypothetically, and I hate to do this, but think about this: if we just had one possession where it just flipped, we didn't have a turnover, or something, we won those games. What the fuck could I?
Listen, AJ. Desmond Ritter turned the ball over in the red zone the most this year. So we would get the ball down the field and kill the clock and kill 4 5 minutes off the clock and be right inside the 10 yard, 10 20 yard line. And
I'd
he would fumble or intercept the ball.
be like, Desmond Ritter looking good. And I'd be like, okay. And boy, about that second half, boy, it'd be like, I told you. Like, I hate to say it, but you was right. He did a lot of times. Desmond really did come out looking good. I'm
Get
not
what though? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Desmond Ritter had a lot of Desmond Ritter. Yeah, he cost us the majority of games we lost. He cost us the game. It was close. I'm telling you, we would get the ball down the field and the man would turn the ball over in the red zone.
exactly.
Real talk. He did that 2 weeks straight. He did that 2 weeks straight one time.
And I don't even
That's when
think
they finally benched it.
you talking about the King Lions. Riddler would have had 200 plus yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles. Exactly. And that was one game.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. Devin Ritter threw for like 300 yards like 2, 3 times this
That
year.
he threw all them down yards and we still didn't make the damn playoffs.
Nah, that nigga Desmond Ritter couldn't keep. He couldn't keep. Get what? They say you learn from the quarterback you sit behind. And one thing Desmond Ritter learned is sit behind Marcus Mariota was how to fumble that damn ball, was how to turn that bitch over.
Yup. He damn sure did. He just learned that. Exactly. That's
Learned
what
that
I'm
from.
so but that's my point, bro. Where do we go then? Because if you look at it from that point of view, then our defense wasn't as bad as we made it seem. If the pass was the pass rush
No,
that
no, 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 no. I own everything. Our defense been horrible. No, no.
had on, y'all make it seem like they was the first.
They was our defense. Man, I don't. You that's see you. It's been years you ain't been a Falcon fan, so you probably ain't been watching the games. That defense horrible, bro. That's on everything, bro. That defense been getting chunked on. I don't watch fucking Joe Burrows put down the 500 yards on them folks. I
But
want to say he did put
bro,
500 yards on their ass. I was
don't
just
do
saying
that.
that defense been horrible, bro. Like nigga, that don't make no sense.
Jesse Bates was a great asset.
Hell yeah, he was a good ass asset. Then you got to remember the year before they was trying to do an upgrade on defense, and they had grabbed like Casey Hayward and all that, and his old bust ass ain't do nothing.
But they always do that shit. They always, I mean, they did good with Campbell. I think Campbell was a very good, like, even though he's old, he was very good in the, like,
See, with defense, it's not.
wasn't bad in 2002, but with the expectation of the Burrow game, talent was the reason they were in
Yeah,
jail.
Mariota is most definitely the reason we lost the majority of our games, but our defense still got put up on with run defense, with our run defense and our run offense was in the lows that year. It was like fucking like 26, 27, and like both.
They said they surrendered 30. They surrendered 30 only once in 22, and the offense only scored 30 once in the
See,
last.
but this one thing I know about the Falcons. The Falcons can will let you drive the ball all the way down the field and stop you in the red zone. They're good for that.
That I do agree.
Yeah, they good for that, bro.
That I do
Yeah, they
agree.
good for. They will let you always probably stop you in the red zone. They're good for that.
So do you feel like we have enough on offense to be a high power?
What
Like
about offense look damn good right by now. They putting up everything they got to do. Listen, the Falcons weak point right now. Nah, facts. The Falcons weak point right now. Special team. I see they've been trying to do something on special team. That's why they got the boy from. That's why they got Ray McLeod from San Francisco. Uh, our defense is only thing we need to worry about right now is pass rush. Pass rush will help
we
increase the interception for our defense. That's it. They got everything. We got. Except for Richie Grant, we got everything in the secondary right now.
if you think the Falcons was gonna draft a cornerback,
I want them to draft a cornerback in the first round.
as long as Kurt is healthy, that's a 24 to 20.8 point game offense. So I
Yeah, man, that shit is explosive, man. Then you gotta think about it, bro. Bijan this year, it shouldn't be nothing. It shouldn't be nothing holding Bijan Robinson back this year, man. Shouldn't be a damn thing holding him back from nothing.
somebody must be calling.
Yeah, it shouldn't be no reason. Shouldn't be no reason why Bijan Robinson shouldn't
Y'all
be
forget
at least
about the
top
other
five
one
this
though.
year.
I think we forget about the other runner too, Tyler.
How our offense look at it like this. How our offense is seriously. This ain't no facades. Because
Uh,
I'm a nigga. I'm a I'm a nigga who facts most definitely. So on God,
that's what I
most
got.
definitely. But I'm because I go off the numbers. So I'm gonna just tell you with the numbers. I feel like Kirk Cousins is going to be a top five passer. I feel like Bijan Robinson is going to be somewhere like top seven rusher. I feel like Kyle Pitts, he's probably going to be goddamn. He's probably going to be a top 10 catcher, and you're probably going to have somebody like Drake London or Darnell Mooney who's going to slide in the top 20 receiving too with them. They're going to become a duo. I feel like all of that is going to be explosive with offense. So I feel like if they don't get that together, this offense is better than the 2016 17 offense that went to the Super Bowl. And how many points they said they averaged? Like 30, 31 or something like that a game.
Hold up. Are we? Hold up. Hell. Hell.
I'm going, yeah, I like this offense way. I feel like this offense got way more talent because on some real shit, they went and found little key pieces for that offense. They went and found little key pieces
I mean,
off that Taylor Gabriel and all of that. They went and got that in the middle of the season and put that together. They wasn't doing that at first.
you had
This
Tony Gonzalez.
offense has the potential to come off top in the first 3, 4, 5 games, put 35 points in you. This offense has that much to do that.
They averaged
Yeah, average
33.
33. Yeah, facts. Average 33. The year they went to the Super Bowl, and that's on everything. That came out of the middle of the season because they was not doing that the first couple games. They went and got similar. They went and got key pieces for the offense. Matt Ryan threw touchdowns to like 10, 11, 12 different people that year.
Was nah, Harry Douglas wasn't on that way.
No, Harry Douglas was gone that year. Julio was there. Who the fuck was tight end? They had Julio, Austin Hooper. Was it Austin Hooper? Yeah, I think it was Austin Hooper. Uh,
Sorry,
Devontae Freeman with Tevin Coleman coming out the backfield with all the good nice screens. Uh,
what
man,
wide receiver y'all had? It wasn't just Julio.
that's what. I'm sorry, Mohamed Sanu. Mohamed Sanu. Uh,
What was the second?
bro, it was Julio was the wide receiver one, and Mohamed Sanu was the wide receiver two.
Freeman Coleman, Julio,
Tevin
and
Coleman, Devontae Freeman in the backfield.
they
Uh,
gave
Taylor Gabriel on wide receiver on wide receiver screens. Austin Hooper. It was another tight end too. I can't remember who the hell it was. Uh, uh, uh.
But the starting wide receiver, I mean starting tight end.
I want to say Austin Hooper was, but it might was somebody over Austin Hooper.
I don't know, maybe that. Yeah, I mean, then if
Yeah,
that.
Austin Hooper was the starting tight end. Yeah, Austin Hooper was the starting tight end. So this is what I'm saying. So you telling me
No,
that offense with that offense right there we just named, you telling me that offense is better than with Matt Ryan? You telling me that offense is better than Kirk Cousins, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Darnell Mooney.
so I'm not sold on Darnell yet. So I gotta see how Darnell play, bro. I
You
just
telling me that offense right there is better than the offense we got right now? I'm just saying, like, just hearing that talent, just player wise.
I pick London. I guess I give you first. Tyler and
Because
BJ Hill.
I'm some real, like they just
Yeah,
had real good. They just had real play calling that year for the Falcons, man. They had real
yeah,
great play calling.
was the play callers,
The
right?
play calling was off the chain that year. I'm gonna just be real with you.
That's
The
true.
Falcons could the Falcons could call a
This
a wide receiver screen on 3rd and 18 and score a touchdown.
isn't our new offense coordinator from Washington, or he's from St. Louis, right?
Yeah, they come from Los Angeles.
Yeah,
Raheem
but
Morris brought all them from Los Angeles with him.
so I think it was the defensive coordinator that's from Washington, if I'm not mistaken. It was somebody they got from Washington.
I have to
I don't,
look and see. Yeah, I have to look and see.
so never mind, because I thought if it was the offensive coordinator, they would be looking at that wide receiver then.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Raheem Morris know what he doing, man. He know the only thing he did that was a bad move was wait too long to put that bid on Kirk Cousins and he had to pay all that money for him. That's the only thing he did that was bad. But other than that, Raheem Morris he ain't did nothing, and he put more and more weapons around Kirk Cousins so he can have as many targets he can get. He know Kirk Cousins can read a play, read a defense, get back there. You know what I
I
mean? He's not careless with the ball. He know if he can get him as many targets, as many goddamn schemes drawn up for him, he feel like he
so
can be the
now we
best
look
man that was available to get the ball down the field.
right now we looking like the Jets, all
We look
hype.
like that.
See what happened to them last year. We got to see what happened. They was all hype last year too. Everybody thought they was going to the Super Bowl, and I know
About
everybody
the
said, "Well,
Jets,
yeah." And
I ain't never think that. I wish I could have jumped on this podcast and made my prediction because you would be right here saying, "Damn, bro, you're right."
they took
Aaron Rodgers washed up to me. I'm sorry. Maybe he'll get out. Maybe he'll come out there this year and prove me wrong. I'm sorry. Aaron Rodgers is not Tom Brady. Tom Brady could have not retired and kept playing and probably still been a top 10 passer. Aaron Rodgers ain't doing what Tom Brady was doing, bro. I just don't see that. He need to just go ahead. He get his little money. He about to. I'm sorry. I don't. They in a second. You don't be surprised if like Shadur Sanders or somebody get drafted to the Jets. I'm telling you what's going on.
as a man said in Coming to America. In another way, he whooped Kirk Cousin ass.
Well, hey, it's only time gonna tell how it goes. So right now, I know Kirk Cousins is the quarterback for my team, so I can't do nothing but root for him, and I ain't gonna flex. I've been calling it all year that they was gonna get him, and they got him.
Let me ask you this: do y'all feel comfortable with us drafting? Well, no, we do still have Tyler as our backup, right?
Yeah, Taylor Heineke, yeah.
Not Taylor.
I
Okay.
feel like I ain't gonna lie. I really feel like they're gonna probably draft a quarterback and cut him and get that money.
Everyone's hyped that Wendy's made the official hamburger of March Madness.
I would be mad at it. It was hard. That'll
Yeah,
continue.
I feel like they're gonna just wait to get a quarterback before they before they do that move. But
They
either
might
way
well.
it go, if he's a backup man, shit, with better play calling, I think he'd be way better if he had to come to the game anyway. So
I still ain't.
at least we know Taylor Heineke can get the ball down the field.
Well, they shocked us and do that fucking quarterback. You never know what the Falcons these days.
I mean, bro, just to be real, man. I mean, most good ass teams don't got no backup quarterback. So
Huh?
no,
The whole league had backup quarterbacks in the quarter and starting positions.
only person that really did that was Geno Smith, bro. And I guess you could throw Brock Purdy in there. Jimmy Garoppolo, he was a bust ever since Kyle Shanahan threw him in San Francisco, man. He tried to put faith in him. They did. He was good that year. They went to the Super Bowl. I give him a little credit the year. That first year they went.
About the dude in the Colts. The Colts had a good record
He
when
said the
they
Colts.
had to play the Falcons. They had a good record, so I didn't know how that game was gonna go.
Who we talking about when we played this year? You talking about with Gardner Minshew?
They had a good record.
Gardner Minshew. I want to say Gardner Minshew was a third string quarterback at that. I might be wrong though. He probably was the second though. But man, Gardner Minshew ain't talking about a thing, bro. I don't care what you finna sit here and say. They backup quarterback sorry as hell too. He like Taylor Heineke. I don't give a damn what they trying to sit here and tell you. He just like Taylor Heineke.
Someone call for an old pacer? Like a good neighbor. State Farm is
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see. I can't really think of too many good backup quarterbacks out there like that right now, except for probably like Joe Flacco.
Yeah, Coach did his thing last year too. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
Joe. He the only backup quarterback came in the league. He the only one did that this last year. And Joe Flacco a vet, so
I'm trying to think, man. There was so many backup quarterbacks starting last year.
I want too many backup quarterbacks starting like that last year. Niggas just started getting hurt and they came in. Now
That's
you
what I'm.
might be talking about the year before that. Now the year before that, there was a whole bunch of backup quarterbacks. Which, I mean, that's
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Now
but look,
what the NFL was just doing, what the NFL was just doing though, that when Geno Smith and Cooper Rush and all them was getting their chance to shine, they was like, oh, these niggas look good. Now they did start taking notice. I did start taking a lot of teams taking notice of backup quarterbacks, like, oh, maybe we sitting talent out. It's talent that's sitting out the way. So that's what and to be real, Kyle Shanahan is one of the guys who started that because he's always gambling on a quarterback. He never goes get an elite quarterback. He always gambles on one.
I think has he ever had an elite quarterback other than Matt Ryan?
You said the Falcons?
I'm trying to think of any other elite quarterback he has had other than Matt Ryan.
Kyle Shanahan?
Yeah.
They had RG3 in Washington.
What would they deal with him?
Yeah, but they went to the playoffs, and then the next year he started getting hurt.
He had Curtin. Didn't he have Curtin in Washington or he left?
He had who? Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins in Washington or he left before them?
I think he might. He probably. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he did because Kirk Cousins was there when RG3 was there, so I'm pretty sure he did. He left Washington and came to Atlanta, so he was there for a couple years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Kyle Shanahan had a straight little quarterback coach. He don't need no scrambling coach. He don't need no scrambling quarterback though, because he'll kill him. He ain't good for no like a RPO type of quarterback. He ain't that good with them for real, for real.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Yeah, he ain't that good
I
quarterback.
think that's terrible with those type of quarterbacks.
Go Nevada. Oh, let's go. Nevada trades up. Nevada up 27 on Dayton. Dayton 25.
I watched that Illinois game. So it's South Carolina, Oregon.
Oh, Oregon is beating South Carolina 40-34 right now.
I know I'm watching it. It's getting good.
Oh, Illinois. I knew Illinois was finna pull off on Moorhead. They beat them niggas 81-58.
Don't sleep on Auburn too though. Auburn got a good little team too.
Auburn?
Yeah, man.
They in the tournament?
I thought
Yeah,
they would.
I'm pretty sure Auburn in the tournament. I'm trying to why do I got them in my bracket though? Shit. For some reason I don't remember seeing them in my bracket though.
I thought they had a little good little squad.
Oh no, I'm tripping. I got
That
Auburn
beat
in
Florida
my
by
bracket.
this year.
They play Yale. They play yeah, I got them going in my bracket.
Just killed Florida in there.
Yeah, I got 'em. Yeah, they play Yale tomorrow.
Whatever makes me happy. Sets you free. And I'm thankful for knowing exactly.
Okay, my bag looking all right. Long as Nevada can keep whooping ass. My bag looking all right. And Oregon can stay on top of South Carolina.
AT&T proactive recommendations so you get what's right for you.
Still
Yo, Doc.
gamble on it.
You said what, man?
Gambling on this.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, and I put a bracket in with, and I put one in with ESPN too, though.
What you win on ESPN?
No, it's just like I think like $5,000 gift card, shit like that. I should have played one with Yahoo too.